look at this, straight away through underpass, 2 players getting there. So they're going to trade out, that's fine though. They've got information, they're going to force fnatic to make their move towards A, and then they can play retake with 4. They've got a kit on Neo, it's still okay. As long as they don't lose numbers needlessly, and look how passive Bialy and Taz are being, that's nice. Taz is a little far forward on the edge of that smoke, which could be a problem, but he's still going to find the frag towards flusha, and then Bialy starts to bite back in. Now they know the plant's not on default, they know it's going to be for short, and this retake is sublime from VP.
A very mobile, a very active VP across the map there.
On this one, so just going to take it towards window, straight up fight again. No smoke towards top mid there. fnatic going for the straight one-to-one fights. It doesn't work out. Deep smoke towards connector. You can now peek above it and have some relative safety from short, but players walk through it. You're still against fnatic. They are ballsy when they play like this, and Bialy going to trade out. Snax has found flusha again. They know Olaf is in mid. They can still hear him walking around, so Olaf and Dennis have to pull themselves back into this one. The bombs are a ramp, and Olafmeister's got a bit of play, but there you go. Neo just steps out into it, and VP are not allowing mid control. They denied 3 players a step towards it there at various occasions, and Dennis is all alone. Yeah,
more than just the player from window or Snax going for that peek from connector. There was a player on short as well, and Pasha was even there in the middle of the map. fnatic given no egress whatsoever towards the rest of the map, and now it will be Dennis on his own. He'd have a plant here, but again, disappointing round for fnatic to lose out when they bring the AKs in.
For him to win this, he's got 55 seconds. Let's talk about his options. He needs to find at least 1-1v1. That's the first game plan here. Find that, and then maybe
he's allowed to do so. Well, so far, so good for fnatic. Olafmeister finds Snax, attempts a peek via connector. No one's in mid-window right now for VP.
You're playing a dangerous game if you're going to try and dance to the tune fnatic play. If you want to play into their hands, be sure you're going to nail it, because these boys don't miss, and Olafmeister's going to prove that true. Pasha's going to at least get the angle now towards the B apartments. JW has backed away. But now fnatic have map control finally, or mid control, should I say. They haven't got anyone actively facing it. JW's found Neo through the wall. That was the wall bang, I think, on towards the car. You can just see, it should be Neo's body just off towards the truck on B. That's a nice little cheeky pickup for him. Actually, where was it? It was just behind him. Wow, that was just a
These AWPs have done all the damage this round, especially for fnatic. Neo and Snax both being felled by them, and Taz got legged, I believe, by JW in the middle of the map before he dropped. Very important now, as fnatic will select their bomb site. It's going to be Bialy and Taz lying in wait over a. Pasha's quite a long way away from this situation, so probably just needs to keep eyes over on B.
Bialy's integral to this. Crims can throw it, completely askew, because if they play through connector, Bialy is so vulnerable, but if they play through ramp, he gets played in. Now, this is interesting. How does he play this one out? Do they check for it? They molly it out. He tries to take the fight, but flusha wins it, and that's round done. Pasha can't play back into this. He's got to know that, and it's time to back away. Their money wasn't phenomenal. It was decent for the buys. If they'd won this and strung together, no worries. But the problem is it's a little lower now, so you want to be a little bit careful. You don't want to give anything else away, and also you don't want to give out that double AWP either. So Olaf's going looking for it. He can probably just play that off towards Crims if he gets it, or maybe just want to take that AWP away from Pasha. So Pasha has to be careful. If he scopes in, that can get heard now.
They'll have to be a very quick scope for Pasha to get the kill, and it won't.
Coming out, but fnatic are picking up the pace. They're going straight into connector. Taz and Bialy better be ready.
Taz trying to get the spray down, traded out through. Bialy knows there's someone in Palace, but he needs to deal with a more immediate threat at connector. Pasha at least is able to equalize the numbers somewhat, and that's Snax from CT. Quick pick in towards Crims, finds him. Now he can watch connector. Dennis had his back turn. No way he's going to get out of that situation, and Virtus Pro reassert themselves in this round. flusha in the smoke, very low. Does have the bomb, but again, it's a foregone conclusion almost. If he can ascertain that mid-window is clear, then they're going to be able to get sort of a two-man situation, maybe a trade. That'll be the best that fnatic really should realistically hope for, trying to pressure into connector. But VP have got Snax and Taz watching angles here. You can see Snax can actually watch that upper walkway, and Taz looking in towards underpass. So Olafmeister unknowingly is essentially pinned right now.
He was safe when the smokes were there. Now, oh my, Taz? Okay. Maybe just didn't see him in the... There is a little bit of dark shadow, I guess. Taz, what is going on? That was an incredibly awkward fight. And it'll leave you guessing. Yeah, so now Olafmeister has a bit of annoyance he can play through mid. He tries to almost bait out that he's going towards B, but hopefully VP don't fall for it. Yeah, Neo's already falling over towards CT, so they kind of have a bit of read here. Maybe Bialy hearing steps. The flash goes over towards ramp. That was something that Taz used to do, and it's a beautiful flash as well. Doesn't work out. Didn't catch flusha on the flash. There was two players caught. I think it was Dennis and JW, but now fnatic have decent step, but they haven't crossed with the bomb yet. There's still play from Snax. There's still play from Neo that could come in here. But flusha and the others now set up a smoke. They're crossing. Bomb goes down. That's playing for ramp. But Neo denies it. Now look at the time. 5 seconds left.
Snacks over the top, easily done. Flusher falls down on JW, sitting over towards T-Connector. Going to have a difficult time of trying to reassert this situation. Wants to cover the bomb defuse, but Snacks is there. He knows JW has to go for the pick to keep fnatic in the round, and VP will get fnatic a little bit more time to actually be able to exist in mid without Taz picking them off. But that's about to dissipate here. Now Molotov to follow up, so this is all about fnatic cutting off the approach to give them this part of the map. They spend a lot of utility on it, and then Neo just peeks out from short there. Olofmeister wasn't ready for it at all. So much invested for fnatic to have some presence on the map, and it might be all for naught.
If only jump shots worked, Flusher would be a god. But Pasha's the one who's going to have to deal with it all. If he moves, if he second guesses, it's a problem.
Peek.
Love the wide peek then as well. One goes wide, one goes close. You can't kill them both. So fnatic now get a step towards B. There's still Neo in the way, and Taz is a very quick rotate. Flush is going to try and hinder that as much as he can. He makes noise, tries to do a bit of pressure play. As soon as Flusher gets wind of this, he's going to come around that corner, but no! Taz comes out on top. Well done for him, and now it's just Crims left in a 1v3. I guess not known necessarily for his AWPing, but it's time to shine, and Snacks shows him how it's done. I wonder if Snacks sticks around at this point. He's still on window. No, he's backed away now because they're doing the smokes towards A. It's allowed the play to come through, but Taz sees 3 towards mid, so they can respond here. Snacks instantly lines one up. That's all off down, but Crims got away, but Neo finds him as well. This is a lovely bit of play from VP. Again, not allowing any play towards mid. No wonder what fnatic do. It doesn't seem to matter. They pull him away from mid for a second. They try and fake out A, but then it always ends up like this. They lose. All right, yeah, they lost Taz, but it doesn't really matter when you have 4 alive now. Flusher, have fun.
Through the smoke, it's got to be very decisive for the next few moments. It's a 1 player on B, essentially, for Flusher. So if he gets this pick and is able to move quickly, he'll have a plant, a chance to set up. But again, no utility to back that up. There won't be any flashes there for him. Now he's going to be pincered in. There's going to be 1 player at short, 1 around to his right here. Takes the first, now looking for his second. He's got the 1v1, he needs a couple more, but Pasha's there with the AD using to try and challenge down Snacks, and it's not working because he rotates away to Connector and has backup from short. They need to try something different, and here they finally are.
Try something different, and you get Bialy being aggressive on ramp. That's the moment you're just like, what can I do? Bialy
is that player against VP. Just when you think you've actually managed to get somewhere against VP, Bialy comes and just backhands you across the face and reminds you of the team you're actually going up against. It's filthy. He's played that spot pretty much all game so far and hasn't had to do much because of that mid-centric focus. But now, he gets involved. There's 2 left for fnatic. Rank that 1, because Snacks has struck again.
He's everywhere, but Olof's going to get a plant. You just got the 1v5 to do. No worries. I believe Bialy's the first. All right.
Get these 1v1s. That's all he needs. Bialy challenges, is felled.
Doesn't actually take too much damage either. Okay, game on now. Nade towards Connector.
1 in jungle 2. Pasha will probably peek this first at this stage, unless there's an E-stairs peek from Neo. Flash works, but the aim's not really there. Now there's 3 plays coming towards Olofmeister. Needs to do something about this, and no, just the 1. Neo airborne is dealt with, but Taz was there to back him up. The defuse comes.
It does mean that we hopefully get to see a bit more of them on their T side, but at this point in the scoreline, it doesn't seem like it, because Taz is walking up mid, but fnatic have changed things up. They've gone for that dry hit towards A. No smokes, no nades, no nothing. Nothing shown until they're already out. It means they can get out earlier. They're already got a player cheating towards CT. Crims is so ahead of the curve, he's going to catch him out. That's the big player down. Snacks is gone. We're down to 3.
When you play ahead of smokes like this, you pretty much force the CT-sided team into a retake. There's no chance for them to interact with fnatic while they're planning or while they're setting up, especially if they lose the contact play that fnatic go for. They're the team that will do that. Bomb down, JW finds Neo as well. He was trying to make his way over the stairs. Same spot he died in the last round. Olofmeister in the sneaky corner. Pasha now falls. 1 by 1, VP is stepping up. 1 by 1, they're being taken down. Now it's Taz's turn. 1 spray, 2 spray. JW and Olofmeister fall. Gonna be getting a smoke on towards the bomb. Needs to defuse now. There's no time, and Dennis will catch him. He knows what Taz is.
Twice. It can work. It's a nice idea, but it's gonna force players like Bialy to get up. You know, get up close and just deny that. Basically, just face it, peek it, watch it. Snacks finds Olof. Bialy could be in trouble, actually. He's got 2 players ahead of him now. This is an issue, but he's spraying in towards Dennis, and Dennis comes out on top of this somehow. It's actually not necessarily worked again. It's Pro giving these fights over a little early and actually trying to make the plays happen for themselves. It doesn't work out in the end, but Neo's gonna nade out, molly out, force Flusher off the angle, force him in towards that dark corner, but he's still got other players to find. Pasha's there with him, and he tries to do it all himself, but now it's Neo left in a 1v1. Dennis is only 15 HP.
Flash in. Fully flashed Dennis now, that 8K. 11 and 4 at the half. fnatic showing a little bit more of the pistol for the second round. We're wasting no time whatsoever with this one. Dennis already pushing aggressively here in towards T-ramp.
Oh, we've got the A hit coming out. Smoke towards stairs, smoke towards jungle, but you still got to get past Dennis, kind of the first boss en route towards the site, certainly known for his ability. Let's be very honest about that. But the smoke does leave a gap. They've played out the player towards CT, but it's retake time surely for fnatic here. As VP going to put 2 players towards CT already with the Glocks, but taking fights like this is dangerous. Pasha needs to back away from it. But he has got great deals of information now. Spots out at least one of these players coming his way. Snax is on the flank too. Pasha's going to hear all these steps as well. Neo just needs to take a little bit of the heat away, allow Pasha to be played back in. And so far, this is a great pistol. And fnatic...
So they'll go there still.
Yeah, why not take the
smoke
fight?
in here.
They're going straight up connector as well if they want to keep doing this. They're going to force Flush to play out of short, and that's why Taz is in that kind of Delpan corner. Just going to be taking the fight. He actually takes a lot of damage from that, so Flush is going to nade out. Maybe gets connection? No, but the trades have come in. So VP have mid control, but they've actually lost a fair bit. Taz is very low on HP, and they lost out on Snack. So fnatic, let's see if they can stop this now.
Yeah, VP want probably more than just mid. You know, when they've spent, I guess, so much health and lives. And Pasha, okay, that's a very compromising position to push through, of course. That hidey hole, that little orifice reduces your speed drastically. If you jump in from the CT side, obviously you can sort of strafe in there and be fine, but not ideal. That's, yeah, you're never going to win that.
How VP, where are you going? Okay, so Bialy and Neo are slowly working up short. Flush is not watching from kitchen. Now, Olaf should kill Taz. That's a given. Should be a given. But the bomb can be planted.
Any given day.
Oh, God. Oh, the timing. This feels awkward. This feels very awkward. So, okay, now Olaf's position is noted, but they've won out on B. That's the big factor here. If they can get the bomb down quickly, that's great, but... Oh, the molly's going to come in. Yeah, that's going to slow things down here. Allow time for Crimson Dennis to get over. They're still not 100% sold on a B&B plant. Now they are. Now it's game on. The problem is, how do you deal with Olaf Meister? He's in such an uncompromising position. And Bialy spots him, but there's still 2 other players to worry about. Neo's got the cross out from kitchen, possibly, but this is going to be tough to play from. Bialy finds one, but now it's all on Neo, and the timing is not on his side. And Olaf Meister makes the play at the perfect time. It can be missed.
Well, I think VP can do it from, yeah, they can do it from B courtyard, they can do it from spawn and from mid.
It seems like they got it for everything, just to allow a little bit of extra play, keeping eyes towards it. But this is like a 2-on-2. This is very weird. I think they're trying to... I don't know what Neo and Snax are up to. That's what I want to be looking at, because they're the integral factors here. Dennis is in the kind of goblin boxes, which... Well, Snax peeks it, but now they've seen the bomb. So you can see JW and Crims instantly responding. They're both kind of coming around to this, and they know the only other access point so far is through Connector, where they've seen or heard these other VP players, but JW's forced to play a little bit passively. Maybe he's going to catch out Pasha here. Bomb's been planted, and no, Pasha just gives it away back to him, and now Taz is in mid. He can maybe jump up towards window if he wants to be able to get the jump across, but Neo facing out towards ramp just loses out on it. Now this is a problem. Bialy and Taz have to try and keep hold of this, and Bialy, that shot is sick. Olaf Meister is going to be left reeling after that one. But where is Taz in this? Just from the same spot as well. It's planted for short for this connector area. They can make it work, and Bialy is playing out of his mind. He's on 4 HP, but it shouldn't matter. Taz is still there, and timing is everything. If Flusher wants to fight, he shouldn't be giving it, and Taz will lock it down the end. But
that's always going to be the backup of the player there towards CT. Very important pick. JW, though, Deagle to turn things around. It was that late flash in towards mid that keeps VP at bay for now. And Flusher is also looking for more, but he won't find it. Bialy's going to be ready to receive. 4 fnatic players, 4 pistols make it 3, as JW can't get any more in mid.
Bialy's just starting to feel it now. That's 2 big kills. Pasha's going walkabout. So there is a bit of a threat in the form of Crims, but he might be checked on here. If Pasha looks deep enough, he doesn't. So Crims gets away with a little bit now. And hopefully Pasha learns his lesson. He does find Dennis there, and now it's down to Olaf and Crims. Now, no one's checked on this area. You can see Taz being very cautious. He's careful of the upper piece there. Crims actually dropped down towards dark, been quite quiet about it, but he's going to be forced out sooner rather than later. He's going to find the bomb, but nothing more. Tries to pick up the gun, trying to switch out, get some safety in towards ramp, swing back around, but it's left in the hands of Olaf Meister. This could be it. This could be all she wrote for fnatic in this matchup. Oh,
CZ, the Olaf Meister doesn't even connect that one at all, and Taz swats him away. VP recover very nicely after that first map. They split the series 1 apiece.